The US and Europe have been allies of Israel and big fans for a long time. But since the October 7th massacre on Israeli teenagers having a party, and the millions of rockets sent by Hamas and Hezbollah threatening Israeli people, the world did not condemn any of this and has betrayed Israel in favor for Palestine. So here is the truth. Palestine is the aggressor. The people are too blind through the media to realize this.
A lot has changed since Emmanuel Macron's meeting with Benjamin Netanyahu last year.
And the Israelis should no longer consider US, Europe, or the entire Western society as their allies. We should stop buying products from ignorant anti-Semites, and this video will explain everything. It's a call for every Israeli to act as if he has self-respect and respect for his morally rightful country and religion.
Unfortunately, in spite of all our goodwill, the Israeli government does not.
Since the beginning of religion, Israel was dominated primarily by the Jews, even before the birth of Palestine by the British forces. Even when Palestine had its chance to exist, the Israelis lived there peacefully while it was mainly the Muslims causing the mayhem, hating the Jews and even demanding the British forces to not allow Israelis to enter the land. After 1948, the jealous Muslims retreated in order to do everything they can to eliminate the Jews for some terrible religious beliefs caused by mass brainwashing, or as they call it, the pure crime of unconditional hatred. But the hatred is unfortunately not spread only across Arabian countries, and mainly bad ones such as Iran, Iraq, Syria, and Lebanon. The hatred is also spread across the US, the European countries, the United Nations since the topic of the question of Palestine, the Arabs of the Middle East, South America. In other words, Israel still has no true allies, so I again called Israeli people to stop the illusion of having allies while nobody outside can show some empathy or even care.
This is the longest siege on any place in history.
Let me ask Mossad
Of course you're going to have a 7th of October. Of course you're going to have resistance.
Yeah, you anti-Semitic foreigner would even argue and prove your point to a Hamas defector who knew everything about them and everything about the intention of destroying Israel's 7 million Jewish innocents in order to deny the truth about the world's only Jewish state. The West is once again towards a Holocaust which it denies there ever was from the beginning till the end of time. People were seen justifying such tyrants as Hitler or Hamas militants.
Here's my problem.
October 7 cannot be justified as resistance. What happened was barbaric. What happened was savagery. What happened was beyond any imagination. This is what ethnic cleansing and genocide really means. When you kill
Can I ask one question?
Communities, wipe them out because of their religion, and ethnic background. What's happening in Gaza not because of the ethnic and religious background of Gazans. What's happening now in Gaza because it's their governing authority choose to make a stupid stunt and wiping out 20 peaceful Jewish communities that they had nothing to do, including kidnapping babies and elders and women. And what is this?
Campuses have been intoxicated with hatred and anti-Semitism. According to surveys and statistics, almost the entire Western populace, and of which mainly the youth, are demonizing Israel out of anti-Semitic attitude, whether it is intentional or being convinced by pro-Palestinian pressure and propaganda to do so. The US just proved how much of an ally it was to Israel. It has just condemned Israel for trying to stop UNRWA committing more atrocities for Iran. There is lots of Western fake support. There is lots of censorship on the internet across the globe. But nothing can hide or simply just doubt the annoying truth. Israel has no allies. Get real, bro. America spits on your face and burns off your flag, Israelite. The biblical times were just literally better than what the Western hatred towards Israelis and Zionism is trying to cause. Just look how peaceful we are as Israelis while singing the Tikva. Just look. Just remember that you will never get to see the atrocities of October 7th massacre because your eyes are blind and your mind is dumb. Congratulations. You are a successful anti-Semite who avoids any responsibility for this out of cowardness. American celebrities are demonizing Israelis just like you and are no allies of ours either. This female star, Lauren Yoregi, she has been influenced by some simple BDS pressure to support the destruction of Israel, and if you may ask her, she will either hide the fact she wants Israelis to be brutally massacred or not. She cries for Palestinian lives with a vibe of Israeli accusations even though she doesn't research or know the simple truth. Congrats. She's an anti-Semite just like the millions of American puppets of the future Iranian regime of terror. Yeah, Iran. It is planning all this to happen for many years. It has that evil plan to turn the globe into pawns and later mindless zombies, and in this world, there shall be no Jews, no freedom, only radical Islam and violence towards traitors or anyone who dares to use free speech without being brainwashed completely by his mindless, evil society.
War against Hamas in Gaza after the brutal terrorist attacks on October 7th. Hundreds taken hostage and over 1,000 dead.
Yes, because of you Western civilization, UNRWA is being successful with its plans to spread the Ayatollah's message. Nobody condemned what UNRWA did to these teens in Kibbutz Re'im. Thousands killed there and nobody gives a damn until Palestine isn't free. Well, let me tell you all guys that UNRWA, yes, that hateful and shameful terroristic tool, are stealing food which Israel attempted to hand over to Gaza's innocent people, and they then lie to turn these poor people against Israel. They are literally the ones who turned the United Nations against us, because they knew too well that because the UN funds them, the UN will deny any involvement in the planned destruction of Israel. And still none of the Westerns really show any care towards Israeli innocents. After the hypocrite Ariana Grande, which Israeli fans still love, received a terror attack in Manchester, she at first vowed to destroy and to never support terror, even going to do a show against the Islamic terrorists. However, after the October 7th massacre on Israel, Ariana shifts her stance and betrays Israelites with this video.
Hi, I'm Jenna Ortega.
It's Ariana Grande.
Now let's get to singer Ariana Grande and actress Jenna Ortega sharing donation links to Palestine. According to Wafa Agency, Ariana Grande shared a donation link to the Palestine Children's Relief Fund on her Instagram story. And the 21-year-old Wednesday star, Jenna Ortega, shared a donation link to the Palestine Children's Relief Fund.
Then you see the clueless Jason Statham following the herd and acting like a naked sheep, going after his shepherd and committing hate speech against Israel. The famous singer Kalani even went as far as turning millions of fans and other artist friends of hers against Israel as a result of the October 7th genocide against Israeli teens by first drawing a map which denies Israel's existence on her Instagram page. And then she announces she is going to make a new music video calling for Israel to be destroyed and Palestine to be made of nothing but bloodshed of millions of Jews. With such artists, you can see that America's simple hatred towards Israel would have even made Hitler happy if you would have been alive today. Dear Israelite, look at these Western foreigners and tell me that I'm wrong about this. Tell me so it will be easier to tolerate such anti-Semitism. It's simply like this. If Israelis continue buying Western items, promoting Western artists or buying from them, negotiating with Western partners in politics or culture, buying fashion food or anything else from Western companies which are specifically anti-Israel, then there shall certainly be another Holocaust and Iran will be able to achieve its global dominance as against Judaism. Millions of people are literally against Israel's population and democratic government, but we Israelites of the Bible will stand together and stay strong. We will not be weak. We will not be silent. We will not follow the West's rule no more. Days are getting short for Israel to be destroyed by its allies. It's time to say, no more fake allies. Israel and the West are not allies. The West is an aggressor just like its idol figure Hamas. It's time to stop buying Western lies. it's time to stop buying Western items. Israel will be Ezra Hashem turned back to what it was, without the Western corruption.